welcome to Friday Drama. I always get it down the wrong way, guys. Welcome to Drama Friday. My name is Jan and this is Jan's Views.
So me and him had talked about that, and I was like, well, she got a video from like 4 months ago calling this shit out. So at the very least, he did say he was going to apologize to you for the fact that it was like, oh, that he had got that wrong because he thought you just jumped on the bandwagon.
I don't jump
on
bandwagons. No.
Racism in the UK is very obvious.
Like, yeah, sometimes it's excused. It's almost normalized. I started doing some reading because I was like, okay, I'm ignorant. I'm ignorant to the Black experience.
It's not though. It's not. Don't listen to Alex.
Don't listen to him.
Well, I went on BBC. I went on BBC and I was like, okay, I'm gonna like try to figure out what's going on with Black culture in Europe because I'm highly ignorant to that. Just like Alex is ignorant to Black culture in America. I don't understand Black culture in the UK. There's like a couple of rappers that I like and Idris Elba, who I just love him to pieces. But that's about it. Like I am very ignorant to that. So I don't understand why there's a Black Lives Matter movement in the UK. I don't understand that. I don't.
Because we suffer the same.
We suffer the same, yeah.
Okay, it may be different. I did a video about it once. I did a silly little video where I talked about racism in England, which is a bit different to racism in America in as much as it's more under the carpet. It doesn't mean to say that we don't face the same things. Our police do not run around with although they do have guns more now.
Yeah.
They don't shoot up black people as like they do in America, because we don't have guns like that over here.
So you said it's just not as violent.
Yes. Yeah, we're not as violent over here.
Okay.
But
I just wanted to add as well, like in the police system, where sorry to cut you off, Jan. I'm so sorry.
It's fine. It's
like
fine,
the police
honey.
system, like in the UK, because my sister's like working as a police officer, like she's
Oh.
studying as one, and they would have like sessions where they'd be like, if you see a black person, this is in Brighton. Brighton is so racist. They would be like, if you see a black person, they're most likely to commit crimes, and this is what they're teaching the police officers in like academies.
So
and
you do experience systematic racism.
Yeah,
so
100%.
That hey, there's the other. We have one class of people and then the other, and we treat the other completely different.
100.
Welcome to my new series called Rhyme and Reason. I was once a songwriter and lyricist, many moons ago. I also wrote several pieces of poetry that I would love to share with you. All the poems come from my heart and soul. Therefore, they express what I was feeling at the time of writing. Poetry, like all forms of creativity, must emanate from deep within ourselves in order for it to be authentic.
A structure of magnificence and undeniable splendor, gracefully and silently dominating the London sky with its grandeur and elevation. Its circular movements perpetually governing the capital's skyline. Its fluidity of motion as smooth as cascading tulip petals falling softly to the ground. Automated and robust, a Ferris wheel like no other, imitated by many, emanating and provoking thoughts and reactions of wonderment and joy.
I heard about our boy Negs not getting past the audition stage for his band. He kept saying, got a cup of tea, guys. He kept saying, it's my band, right? My band. I put money in. I bought a bass. Why has he bought a bass? Didn't they already have a bass player? Is he going as a bass player? I have to say, I had such a good laugh when I found out about it, and I watched a video of him making all kinds of excuses why he didn't get. Yeah, that's better. Sit up, Jan, for goodness sake, you look like a slob. Anyway.
And then she says, yes, at Jan's views. And then you says, exactly, Zena. What do you mean by exactly, Zena? This is such bullshit. No. What about all the DMs? I have you from Instagram trying to get dirt from ex-friends now. Wrong person. Why was Zena's comment removed? Jan, let me school you on something. You know when it says message retracted, what do you think that means? I'm gonna wait on your answer. What do you think when somebody, besides somebody's name, it says message retracted? What do you think retracted means? You were a teacher, right? So what do you think retracted means? Why are you coming in my chat and telling lies? Why are you telling a lie at this very moment? Why was Zena's comment removed? Answer. No, you made a statement saying, why was Zena's comment removed? As if we're removing people's comments. Explain yourself, Jan's views. Why did you just say, why was Zena's comment removed? Listen, Jan, it is really that serious, because what you're trying to do is paint me as removing people's comments. That's why you said, why was Zena's comment removed? If it wasn't that serious, then you had no need to be asking the chat and myself, why was Zena's comment removed? Now that you've been caught up in the bullshit, now you want to tell me to calm myself, and it's really not that serious. If it wasn't that serious in the first place, then why did you say, why was Zena's comment removed? You know what you were doing. Do not bullshit in this chat. Okay? Because it's very transparent what you were doing, and it's very transparent what Zena is doing.
And laugh at me again about, you know, nobody wants to speak to me. Nobody wants to, you know, come into my live stream. You know, I would rather, and this is me being so serious, I would rather have a page like mine, which is this. Okay, I would rather have a page like mine than have a page full of talking about the same person over and over and over again. Yeah, it's easier. It's easier to build a community that way because basically you're just building a community with people who hate on one person. I don't want that. I don't want a community of people that just hate on one person. I've done videos. This is actually, my little one has slipped into second place. My top video here is meeting Pilot Patrick. It's actually a family vlog. So if you want to see my family, go and have a look at it. It's got 15k viewers on it. So the person who's involved in this situation is this person. His name is Peter Mon, or as I've nicknamed him, Don Mon. I nicknamed him Don Mon because I thought it was a funny, a funny nickname for him. That's the only reason. Don't look too deeply into it, guys. That was it. Now then, recently I've been aware that once again, I haven't bothered looking over in his corner of the universe for a long time, but I noticed that he's suddenly something came up on my timeline, and it was regarding him attacking another YouTube creator who has a mere 300 subs. Listen, it doesn't matter if you've got 300 subs. It doesn't matter if you've got 1 sub. It doesn't matter if you've got 100 people that view your videos. It doesn't matter if you've got 1 person who views your videos. I don't give a toss, and nobody should give a toss. And one thing that people shouldn't do is bully people purely because they have fewer subscribers. Hannibal obviously doesn't realise that by likening me to Hussey, he's acknowledging Hussey's blackface. Gonna track you home. Have a great flight. Love you. Okay, took me a while to find you, because as you can see, there's lots of airplanes. So you're just coming into the Essex coast. The sun was beginning to set as a contented Binti said farewell to her stylist. She was overjoyed with how the new extensions looked, and what's more, the colour now matched her bicycle perfectly. With a cheery wave, she set off on her journey home. The temperature had dropped a little, but it was still pleasantly warm, and Binti figured she would easily get home before darkness fell. As she entered the park, she was reminded of the surprise discovery she had encountered a little earlier. There is something about the Hobbit that made her smile to herself. She didn't know what it was, but she was somewhat intrigued by someone whose life choices were so different to her own. She wondered about his upbringing. Did he come from a family of hobbits? Or were there other hobbits in the family? Maybe a grandpa and grandma hobbit. Did he have sibling hobbits? Or was he an only hobbit? As she pondered these questions, she saw something in the distance she couldn't quite work out. Over the past few years, her eyes were growing weaker and weaker. As she rode ever closer, whatever it was disappeared into a field on her left-hand side. She could hear voices, unintelligible, but voices nonetheless. She could also hear raucous laughter. She pedalled closer, and in doing so became more aware of the sound her wheels made on the pathway. One of Binti's undeniable traits was being insufferably nosy. It had been said that she had the curiosity of a cat and the nose of a bloodhound. And now for something completely different.
Gigi. Hey, Gigi. Gigi. Motherfucking Gigi. You are not turning this shit off. You are staying up, bitch. We got Hussy in this motherfucker. Go ahead, Hussy.
Hussy will move to his channel.
Go ahead.
Oh, it's good.
Go ahead.
Well, I just wanted to actually. I wanted to come up and tell you guys that the hearing tomorrow got rescheduled. I just got a text message from my attorney that it's going to be on the 10th.
Nobody cares.
Jan. Fuck off, Jan. Why are you here?
Nobody cares.
Why are you here, Jan? If you want to insult me, let me put on my purple lipstick. Let me put on the purple lipstick, because you are my best friend, darling. Yes.
The reason I'm back is because I wanted to, do you know, back in the day, this channel was called Jan's Reviews because I used to review things. Those of you that have just watched my other short will know why I'm wearing this. Okay, so get my hoodie on. Anyway, so what I thought I would do on my Jan's chats is also talk about certain things that have been. I can't leave myself alone. Leave yourself alone, Jan. Anyway, so I'm going to give my opinion, and I'm going to give my own unbiased opinion. Now, the first person I'm going to talk about is somebody by the name of Yo Mama. Why call yourself Yo Mama? You're not a mama. You're not even a yo. But anyway, listen, when he first came out, he's a reactor. When he first came out, I thought, oh my God, what a breath of fresh air. I felt as if, you know, on a hot day, you open the window and there's a nice fresh air comes through. I thought it was like that. Turns out he's not like that at all. And listen, one thing you'll know about me, or if you don't know about me, is I speak my mind. I'm not scared of anyone. I'm not afraid to open this mouth. It's big enough. Right? So I can open it. And what I'm going to say about Yo Mama is I'm so disappointed in him, guys. I really believed he was unbiased. He kept saying, I'm unbiased. Is he heckers like? He chooses certain people to talk about and certain people to disregard. Like when things have been really going off and you think, oh, I wonder what Big Mama, I wonder what Yo Mama's going to have to say about this, right? So you watch him, he doesn't even talk about it. Like when it was kicking off with DC and Negs, you know, the old attic dwellers, when it was he didn't bother talking about them. We'll make it a bit bigger to begin with. Here we go. So this Mabel, right? Mabel there, you'll see her on the left-hand side of your screen. There she is, pretty little thing. We don't know what she really looks like because, you know, this, yeah. We don't know. Anyway, we can guess. Does she look anything like that? I suspect not. But we won't labour on insults because what's the point? Anyway, so Mabel here was yakking and yelling and all sorts over me when I was trying to speak. to the Jolly Green Giant. So I thought, do you know what? Don't let it be said that Jan doesn't do her homework, because I tell you what I do. So I checked her out, guys. Now, when I asked her what her name was, she was like, oh, so you don't know what my name is? Don't you know who I am? Don't you know who I am? She's the type that if she was to ever get famous, and we very much doubt that, guys, don't we? But if she was to ever get famous, if she was turned away from, say, going for a meal or something, she would turn around and say, don't you know who I am? Yeah, we've got different elements that I can use. Animations where I can just use, sort of have a theme going on. They're always quite pretty, but the most important thing is that they're visually very appealing. Well, they are to me anyway, and yeah, I love Canva for that. That wasn't very informative. In fact, that was rubbish. Oh, for goodness sake, come on. Buck your ideas up, girl.
On your YouTube channel. I mean, when they kicked you out for doing that, wouldn't you just take it down or erase it?
Okay, so that was my experience tonight. I am not deleting this. This will be staying up. Thank you very much. And
Well, what was the
private than that, really.
What?
You can't and see, you can see the security guard space by accident, but I don't nobody know that.
But why is that public? Why is that
looking at that video?
Somebody?
No, it's not. It's not.
Change the title of my live to "Getting Kicked Out of the Swing Club." I feel like he's gonna be behind me, chasing after me to beat my ass. And I really do encourage y'all, if y'all want to come out here to check it out. It's a cool spot. Guess what I still use? The club. That's right, you ain't stealing my shit. Flashback to 1990. So, and I also have one that locks on the pedal to the wheel. But anyway, let me see what my battery is on. 50%, doing well. Oh, it sits right there perfectly. Thank y'all for being here with me. And I still don't know if this is my damn Powerade or not, but that's okay. I think I'm gonna smoke real quick while I sit here before I go home. Yes, I drive high, but I'm a safe driver. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't affect me like that.
There's nothing illegal about sharing pics. It's just the principality of the situation, Smokey. It's principalities behind this. That's all I'm saying.
So hey there to the Bubble family and to people that have perhaps just clicked on this video because you're a little bit curious about what I'm going to talk about. Definitely think that she's more psychopath than sociopath. am a qualified therapist and a trained life coach. I have been asked by quite a few different sort of members on here or subscribers, how did I get into this? You know, we would like to hear a little bit more about you. So I have ummed and ahed whether to do something like this, and then I thought, well, you know what, actually, yeah, okay, I think I can do it. I can do it. So I am a qualified therapist and a trained life coach.
I make these videos as someone who has received therapy throughout most of my life. Having worked in the education sector for several years, I am well aware of the expectations and policies made by British establishments, especially those working in the public sector. At the beginning of any employment, social media is addressed and rules set specifically in contracts of employment that all professionals are expected to abide by. With that in mind, we must ask ourselves whether this therapist can be seen as a suitable advocate for the mental health communities. What concerns me the most about her channel is that vulnerable and sensitive people will have clicked on her channel believing it to be a place where people can become part of a kind, caring and empathetic community.
I care about this channel as if it was like my little baby as such. I know it's hard for people to say, how can you love and respect and appreciate people that you don't really know? But I can, because I respect the fact that you take the time to watch these videos. I respect the fact that you support what I do here. I respect the fact that you buy my merchandise or send me something at the PO box. I love the fact that you send me letters and emails and you support me, or you debate with me on in the comments, or you support another person when you see that they're down. It's all of those things, which is why I call us the Bubble family. Because
like to the video, consider subscribing and, dare I ask, even become a member. So without further ado, let's do this.
Block Bridget. You didn't even have to tell me that in public. You could have DM'd me, bitch. Now you starting to cause drama and I don't. By the way, I clicked on Bridget's video and I was reading the comment of the latest video she did. And Jan's Poo-Poos had the audacity to make a comment on YTR's looks. Jan, don't be talking about nobody's looks, honey. because you are a disaster. We done seen what you look like when you didn't know the camera was on, and you be doing photoshopping your pictures, and I got a few of y'all's when you looking nice and right. And I just might show it.
I couldn't get
Now, this is on camera. I ain't doxing or nothing like that.
Hello,
Peggy.
Bring it.
Bridget, she made a comment in your latest video about YTR's looks. Okay? And don't be talking about nobody's looks, honey, because you looking terrible.
Yep.
Nasty witch. She a nasty witch.
I am. I'm a nasty witch.
She's another psycho stalker.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you in the United Kingdom of America. You really are.
So am I.
YTR is pretty? No, she
I'll black anybody. It just, I don't try to flex like that. She don't even know, because she mentioned this in her video. She tried to mention that only your mama gets information from his ancestors, of his great-grandparents, his great-grandparents, you know, but that's a lie. I told the story about my grandfather, who was alive, very well alive, and spoke at a lot of my schools. And he told me what went on during his time. And I said that he, even to the day he died, he couldn't look a white person in their eyes. I mentioned that story. It's from Arkansas. Okay. And my great-grandparents, my grandfather's parents was alive when I was a kid. So my grandfather went through the civil rights movement, and my great-grandparents were slaves. So for her to say that I got secondhand information from letters or whatever the fuck, when she doesn't even know what the fuck she's talking about. And second of all, I got to say this, trying to flex that your dad is old and the only, and he went through as he couldn't get a radio job, trying to flex on me that you're blacker than me for some odd reason, when my grandfather literally marched with Martin Luther King in Atlanta during the riots and got arrested multiple times and talked about it, came to school and had conversations with me, firsthand knowledge. For you to try to flex on me is just the dumbest shit I've ever heard. Because what, your dad couldn't get a radio job? Fucking stupid. Like, that's why I don't flex on nobody that I'm blacker than them, because one day you're gonna flex on the wrong person. One day I'm gonna be like, yo, my grandfather was in the civil rights movement, he marched with King in Atlanta, and I'm gonna be talking to fucking Martin Luther King's cousin or something. That's why I don't do that. The fact that you tried to flex that you blacker than anybody is just weird. Why would you even do that? And here she is. Let me just play it real quick. It's fucking stupid. It's dumb.
When I throw her off my panel, she runs to Monty. Monty has some choice words for me, of course, as he gives me my final warning. And then about a week later, Monty throws her off the panel and makes 3 videos about her. But either way, Jan makes a video and makes a community post about me this morning saying that I'm going in real life because I post this butthurt report on a coffee mug.
Check. There we go. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? I don't know what's going on. There we go. Okay, good. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Okay.
How are you?
I'm fine. I heard you got attacked by Hussy.
I'm always attacked by Hussy. He doesn't like the truth. And I'm not afraid of the truth, so I say it as it is. How are you?
I'm doing great, but now I'll tell you, Hussy came up here yesterday and attacked me for no reason. I have not bothered him. I don't restream him. I don't do anything to him. And he come up here and flipped out nut ass crazy and cussed me out. And then Tragic came up. And when Tragic came up, he left, but he rage quit. But
yeah, well, I've spoken to Tragic before. Yeah, they're quite a crew. I don't know anything about your channel, but somebody came into my live stream yesterday and invited me on.
well, I'm glad you came in. This is nice, man.
Yeah, I'm happy to come up and answer questions. I'm not afraid of anyone. Yeah, I do. Yeah, as Karma King says, I've attacked Hussy in the past multiple times. Yes, I have. Partly because he's a misogynistic piece of shit, to be honest. And as I said, I'm not afraid to use my voice. So yeah, if you've got any questions, then that's perfectly fine. I'm quite happy to answer them. But me, I just do what I normally do. Not going to lie, I do like to observe some drama from afar. Yeah, I think it's also one of my secret, what did I say? Secret whatevers. Yeah, I do pop in when I'm not working. Yes, I do. I like a bit of drama. I also like a bit of trolling. Hence why I've put trolling in the title to this video. Yes, yes, it's a guilty pleasure. It is. It's a guilty pleasure, but sadly it does leave you with a bad taste. If you stay in it for too long, it really does leave a bad taste in your mouth. So I sort of want, when I start feeling a bit I step away from it and continue living my best life because believe it or not, that's what I do. People seem to find it very difficult to understand where I'm coming from. So I thought this would actually be quite a good way of explaining where I'm coming from. One thing that people need to realize is I don't join gangs. I don't join discords. I'm my own person, always have been, always will be. Too late to start that now at my age. You know, if I can't make my own decisions now, then I'm never going to make my own decisions. So as far as the drama goes, do I relate to certain people more than others? Yes. I wouldn't be human if I didn't. Am I like shocked at certain people? Yes, most definitely. When they start showing themselves for who they really are, I'm like, oh. And then, you know, the good thing about the internet is you can step away from it. And that's what I do.
Remember, I'm smarter than you. Don't you ever forget it. And I'm also a hell of a lot more honest than you. Don't you ever forget that. Bye. Don't you ever forget it. And I'm also a hell of a lot more honest than you. Don't you ever forget that. Bye.
Just makes me laugh. I can't help it. So yeah, I do enjoy it. I do enjoy the trolling. Makes me laugh anyway.
Hello, everybody. This is Hazi.
Hello, Jan's residents. What? What do you mean he's back? He was cancelled, though. He's come back as a what? He's come back as a cat. Oh my God.
You guys, I've missed you very, very much.
No, love, what you've missed is the opportunity to beg for money. Because let's face it, that's what your account was for. It was just a way of begging money from people who really should know better.
It's been a couple of days. There's been a lot happening. As you guys already know, things have been a disaster.
I'm sorry, Ken, but how long did you think you'd be able to continue screaming abuse at women on your channel? How long? let's be honest, you had no other content. There was nothing. There was nothing comedic. There was nothing of any substance on your channel. And that's why it was taken down, because of terms of service. It's all well and good you saying that it was like a targeted attack. No, it wasn't. YouTube looked at your content and saw that it was unacceptable on their platform. And wherever else you go, if you keep doing the same thing, you will once again lose your channel. You'd already lost it once before.
I want you to make Jan get punched in the face, not you. Fedora, I want someone to punch her in the face. Can you do that?
Oh yeah, exactly. You can.
Shit, even if she was.
Oh, me too, Yada. That shit was hilarious.
No, but she I ain't gonna lie, she was a little too animated to be drunk, in my opinion. But everybody, you know, does their substances difference.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
I don't need a drink to have a good time. I feel you, Jen. I'm not mad at that.
We then had a hat off, which I won, hands down. Hussy groaned loudly about being outshone by someone. Get over it, Hussy. You're not all that. In fact, you're nothing. Anyway, that someone was me. No argument there. Fedora yelled like a nutter. But I didn't care.